downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff. A group that has a lot to prove here today. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Wolverines offense is up first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
Think about it, the Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's on the run. Launches deep. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up third down instead.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pressure is coming. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the return. Go back and forth, but that special teams touchdown could be the defining moment in this playoff game.
Man, that returner struck like lightning. That was a spectacular play when you need to pull off a play where you're going to need it at some point.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Wolverines offense is back on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And here's the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it second and medium. And the same runner's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Testing the right side here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's running out of time. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. He'll field the punt. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
1st and 10 play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Third down, out of the shotgun, trying to extend the play. He's got a first down and more. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. So second down after the incompletion. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air, and he can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Point after makes the lead 16. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. First and 10 now for the offense. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football to the 32.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll kick it away here. And they'll just down it right here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker, a collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The returner is blocked down. Gets a start on the next drive. Offense comes out to start this drive. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking to throw again. Finds his target, and it's complete.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial red zone play coming up. They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Winton.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And the ball to the ground. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. And the punt team now on to kick it away. When he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to...
Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Here's the return from inside the 25. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. The pocket breaking down, extending the play now. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Hand off to the right side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Winton. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
He hands it off from the gun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he pulls in the catch. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they hand it off to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Looking for 6. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's incomplete. Job of the defender to break that up. Incompletion sets up a second down. Play action fake, looking to throw.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important
is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit.
Number 8 on the field goal.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After the pressure field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense has a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.